What's good, my people? You already know who it is. The one and only Jane TV. And today we're going to do something a little special. We're going to be doing an NFL mock draft. I'm going to try, might do another one for the NFL and might do one for the NBA. I want to do that one. Then, let's go. We're about to get started. So, with the first pick in the NFL draft. Hold on. Before I say anything, I don't want to hear nothing in the comments. It's my opinion. It's not like really my opinion. I wanted to do something fun with this. In my opinion, I wanted to put a little different stuff in here. So it's just my opinion. You guys could say whatever you want in the comments. So, with the first pick in the NFL draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Kyle Murray from Oklahoma. Then, alright, let me explain myself. I think the Cardinals are going to trade Rosen to the Giants or to a team that needs a quarterback like the Dolphins, the Bengals, or the Broncos. Anybody like that. I know the Broncos just got Joe Flacco. So, I think Kyle Murray is going to be with the Cardinals because I think that the front office with the Cardinals, I think they're trying to go all out with all these picks these past couple of years. But Kyle Murray's not a bad pick. He's 5'10", no, but it's all right. He threw 4,361 passing yards this season. He threw 42 touchdowns. He ran like 1,000 yards or something in 12 touchdowns. It's not bad. He threw 7 picks. It's not bad. 5'10", 195. It's all right, Kyle Murray. It's all right. Now, with the second pick in the NFL draft, the 49ers will select a one-of-a-kind player in Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa is one-of-a-kind player. I love Nick Bosa. I wish he could come to my team, but I think the Niners will snag him from us. Nick Bosa is a great player. His brother is Joey Bosa. I think it's really a good fit. I know the Niners always take a defensive end these past couple of years, but I think they found their guy. They have a lot of they're gonna have a stacked defensive line with Bosa. They got Thomas, and they got Buckner, It's gonna be a crazy squad. They got Jimmy G coming back. They got that guy from the Vikings, Cremains or something. They got a couple receivers too. That's gonna be a good squad. They might be a nice playoff team, 9-7, 8-8, 7-9, around there. They might drop down though. I don't know, but we're gonna go on to the next pick with my New York Jets. My New York Jets are going to be selecting Quinn Williams from Alabama. He ran like a 4.87 at 303. He is 303 pounds. It showed he probably lost some weight, but at the combine he was 303 pounds running a 4.87. He had 8 sacks this season, 45 solos. He's 6'4". I think the Jets need to pick up at least Josh Allen or Quinn Williams because we're going to be running the 3-4 defense. We're going to have when the Jets pick Quinn Williams, we're going to have Leonard Williams, Henry Anderson on the edge. We're going to have Leonard Williams on the edge, and we're going to have Quinn Williams in the middle. So that'll be like a good defensive line to make the Jets defense a little bit better. I think we need a couple other stuff on defense, but the offense is good right now. We just got C.J. Mosley, so I don't think we're desperate for an outside linebacker or an edge in this draft. So I think we'll be fine right now. For the fourth pick of the NFL draft, the Raiders will be selecting Josh Allen from Kentucky. Josh Allen is a great edge rusher. He comes off the edge. 17 sacks this season, 56 solos, 88 total sacks, 5 forced fumbles, 6'5", 260. He is a great edge rusher. There's nothing else to explain about Josh Allen. He's just a great edge rusher. He could come off the line. He plays like, I'll say like, I don't want to say Von Miller, but I'll say like Clowney. or somebody like that. All right, with the next pick, we got the Tampa Bay Bucks. I don't know what the Bucks are doing, man, but I think they're going to try to stack up the offensive line and pick up Jonah Williams from Alabama. There's nothing really explained about the offensive lineman. I think Williams could play guard, but he says he wants to play the left tackle position, so I think that's what Jonah Williams is going to play. So he's going to go to Tampa Bay Bucks. The Giants, the G-Men. I live in New York. I know a lot of Giants fans. What do you guys think we're going to do? They're not going to select a quarterback. I think they're going to get Rashad Gary from Michigan. 6'5" junior. I think Gary has a lot of potential. I think he become like a Trey Flowers type, because Trey Flowers doesn't get a lot of sacks, but he gets a lot of sacks, but he gets a lot of tackles, and he pressures the quarterback. I think Gary is going to try to do that, he has potential, so I think Gary will go to the New York Giants. The Jaguars, they got Nick Foles, they got the quarterback. I think they do need a wide receiver, but I think they're going to get an offensive lineman. Jawad Taylor from Florida. 6'5", junior, 334 pounds. Oh my God. There's nothing really explained about the tackles. The Lions. See, the Lions are real right now. They still got Matthew Stafford. They got a couple players. But I think they need to bump up that defense, because they really haven't had a good defense in so long. So they're going to pick up Devin White from LSU, the middle linebacker. He is a great middle linebacker. 62 solos, 3 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 123 total tackles this season. He is a great middle linebacker. He is he's a good field general around the field. He knows what he's doing. It'll be a great fit for the Lions, because they just got Trey Flowers. If they just keep building this defense, they're going to be a good team again. And they probably need a couple other players on the offense, but it's all right. The Buffalo Bills, I know a couple Bills fans, but I think this one's going to really help you guys right now, because you guys got Josh Allen, McCoy. That's pretty much it on the offense. So I think you guys are going to get DK Metcalf from Ole Miss. He had a great combine, a wonderful combine. He ran like a 4.49 or something like that. He didn't have great stats in college because there was another receiver on that team that's going to get drafted later in this video. But DK Metcalf is a great wide receiver. 6'4", 230 pounds. He can run too. He's going to be a great fit for Buffalo. I'm going to be scared of him if the Buffalo Bills pick him. The Broncos. The Denver Broncos. When I was doing this mock draft, I was thinking, there's really nothing the Broncos, I really don't know, because they don't need nobody on the defensive line. They probably need a receiver or somebody, but I think John Elway will be dumb and pick up and get this player, because I was thinking that the Broncos are going to try to wait a next 2 or 3 years and get Trevor Lawrence from Clemson, my son Shaggy. But I think John Elway will be dumb and pick up this quarterback. He's not bad, but I think they should wait and get Trevor Lawrence. The quarterback will be Will Grier from West Virginia. He is not a bad quarterback at all. I'm not saying that, but I think they should wait and get Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is way better than Will Grier, because Trevor Lawrence is like 6'5", but we're going to stick to Will Grier right now. 6'2", 223 pounds. He threw 3,864 passing yards, 37 touchdown passes, and 8 interceptions. He has a gun. Will Grier has a gun, but I just think that the Broncos should wait and get a quarterback, get Trevor Lawrence, because Trevor Lawrence is a way different thing. Way different. And everybody's been waiting for this. John Elway will pass up on him. The Giants passed up on him. A couple teams passed up on him. And I think the Cincinnati Bengals will pick Dwayne Haskins from Ohio State. I think teams will drop on him and pass on him because he's not really a runner. He plays like a younger Jameis Winston. He just has a way better arm. He runs like him. He just has a way better arm than Jameis Winston. I think a lot of teams will pass upon him because he really can't run. And if teams don't have an offensive line, they really can't do nothing. So I think the Bengals will take a chance on Haskins. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say, I think the Giants, the reason why they're going to pass up on a quarterback, because I think they're probably the late rounds or next year, they're going to draft the quarterback next year, Jake Fromm, or wait and get a quarterback in the late rounds. But we're gonna stick to the Green Bay Packers. I forgot who I picked here. I think I picked somebody. No, I know who I picked. All right, they need receiver depth. They need a couple players on defense, but I think they're gonna pick up a receiver in A.J. Brown. This is why DK Metcalf didn't blow up, because A.J. Brown, 6'1", 230. In his size, 6'1", 230. When do you ever hear that? 1,320 yards, 6 touchdowns, 84 is his longest pass caught. I think A.J. Brown will be a great fit for this team. I don't think they need a tight end, because people be thinking that they're going to draft that tight end, but I don't think they're going to draft him because they have Jimmy Graham. You just need to get him open, man. You just need to give them some good plays, get open. They got a new coach. I think they'll be different there. The Miami Dolphins, they're gonna wait this year to get a quarterback, and I think they'll get a new tight end. And TJ, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that game. Hakadson, I don't know, but he's from Iowa, 6'5", 250, 760 receiving yards. If I was saying passing yards for all these receivers, I'm so sorry. 6 touchdowns. It's not bad for a tight end, but I think the Dolphins need a receiver right now because they're gonna get a quarterback next year. They got Ryan Fitzpatrick. They're definitely tanking this year. And for the next pick, we got the Falcons. I don't know how this guy dropped. He was supposed to be the number 1 pick in the draft, and is Ed Oliver from Houston. I don't get how this guy dropped. He was supposed to be the first pick of the draft. He was supposed to be at least top 3. Ed Oliver is a great steal for the Falcons. They need more defensive linemen because they just lost at least, I think, 1 or 2 of them because they left in free agency. So I think the Falcons need a defensive tackle or somebody on the D-line. 6'3", 292 pounds. He had a good 40. I forgot what it was, though. He had 3 sacks this season, 29 solos, 54 total, and 1 forced fumble. I think this will be a great fit for the Falcons for Ed Oliver. The Washington Redskins, they lost Alex Smith. I think they need to really draft a quarterback. And Daniel Jones from Duke. He has an arm. Daniel Jones has an arm. He has a crazy arm. There's a video of Daniel Jones throwing at his pro day. Oh my God. 6'5", 220. A junior. 2,674 passing yards. 22 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. I think this will be a good pickup for the Redskins because they got Keenum. I think if they get Daniel Jones, I think they can have at least a backup as Keenum or a backup of Jones. So they could do anything if they pick up Jones. So for the next pick, we got the Carolina Panthers. Teams think that the Panthers are going to do something different, but they really need a secondary. They don't have a strong secondary since Josh Norman left. So I think they're going to pick up Greedy Williams from LSU. He was supposed to be like a top 10, top 15 pick too. He is nice. He had 2 interceptions this year, 33 total, 23 solo tackles, 6'3", 184. When do you ever hear a cornerback that is 6'3"? When do you ever hear that, man? He is a great player. He's aggressive as a corner, and he'll be a great fit for the Panthers. Now to the next Giants pick. They just traded Odell. There's really no good offensive lineman right now. And I think they're going to take the chance on the wide receiver. And Marquise Brown, Hollywood, from Oklahoma. 1,318 receiving yards. Oh my God. 10 receiving touchdowns. Marquise Brown is nice. 5'10". They definitely do need a slot receiver. Marquise Brown, there's no question that he's just nice, bro. There's nothing else to say, bro. He's just nice. For the Vikings, they need to build that offensive line. Kirk Cousins was getting destroyed in the pocket, so I think they need to draft the offensive lineman and get Greg Little. I wanted the Jets to draft him later in the early of the draft. He was supposed to be a top 3 pick. 6'6", 325 pounds from Ole Miss. He's a good offensive tackle. I think he will be good for the Vikings to try to build that offensive line. For the Titans, they went 7-9. I don't know what the Titans are doing, man. They just got Cameron Wake, and who else did they get? They got Ryan Tannehill as the backup. I forgot who they got. They got a couple good players, though. Then I think they're going to draft somebody on the defensive line. Ferry. My son Ferry from Clemson. He was supposed to be like a top 15 pick, too. Top 10. I don't know what happened to these guys. They just made them drop. I think they're just going to drop. These teams are just going to let them go. 29 solo tackles, 55 total tackles, 11.5 sacks, and 3 forced fumbles, 6'5", 260. As a defensive end, Theory will be a great fit for the Titans on their defensive line. I'm only going to pick 25 or 24. I think it's the Raiders pick, because there's really no point in doing these at the other picks at the end, because they're going to be they're probably just going to be filler players, or probably nice players, but not really important right now. So the Steelers, they just traded Antonio Brown. I think they need another receiver, man. In my opinion, I think they need another receiver, because when they go into the season, the teams are really, because the only receiver they have is Juju. I think they're going to just probably double team him all year. So I think they're going to have to draft a wide receiver, and it's going to be Butler. Akeem Butler. There. Akeem Butler from Iowa State. I never heard of this guy, really, but his stats look incredible. 1,318 receiving yards, 9 touchdowns, 60 receptions. 6'6", 225 pounds as a wide receiver. This will be a great fit for Pittsburgh. Big Ben throwing a